Would you like to go rock mining? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly where to mine, how to mine, and where to sell. First up, we need a rock, right? The best thing if you're new is probably to rent one just to see if you like it. So to rent one, you need to go to an L1 station. At the moment, I am at ARC L1 White Forest Station, but there's a couple of others that you can also visit. For example, if you're close to Hurston, you can also visit Pearl L1 Green Glade Station, and if you're close to Crusader, you can visit this one right here through L1 Ambitious Dream Station. And of course, if you're close to Microtech, you can just zoom out and visit Shallow Frontier Station. So this is all the stations that are L1 stations. This is the stations where you can actually rent a rock. So to rent one, we need to go to the refinery. To get there, you can see here's the space station. Then we need to head over to the orange elevators. All of these elevators look the same. They're in different locations and stations. But if you manage to find them, you can go to the refinery here. Just go to refinery. Once here, we can make our way to the terminals. All that you need to do is head down and make your way forward. Eventually, you will come to this location. Head down here. And you'll see a bunch of mineable things here that you can buy. But we want to head over to this terminal where we can rent our first rock. It's super inexpensive to rent, so I'll probably recommend renting rather than buying. So here is everything. Great rock, right? You can rent it for 2,600. So not expensive at all. The only thing is you need a vehicle to carry this. Usually I rent for 3 days, about 7,000. You'll make this back instantly if you mine. But you also need a vehicle to transport it. The Cutty Black, pretty decent for a rock. They basically come in pairs, 52,000. So it will cost you something if you don't have a vehicle. But the rock is pretty inexpensive. You can just rent it and you're all good to go. Now, we used to be able to gear up with suits. It will protect us against the environment. This is why I'm making the guide again. But you can see currently, this guy is empty. He used to wear the suit, so we can't buy them anymore. But we still need gear, right? Let me quickly use this. We will need a backpack. And also, we will need a tractor beam as well. So buy a backpack. Usually the bigger the better, right? The tool, buy a multi-tool. And also type in beam and buy a tractor beam attachment. This is very important. Plus, you can also go with some food. For food, I usually just go with Cruise Lux. Just buy a couple of these, put them in your inventory, and you're all good to go. That's about the only things you need. Make sure you equip everything right. You can just go to this terminal and equip everything. But I don't have anything equipped since I already kitted out. With gear I looted. So make sure you equip your tractor beam. Your backpack, the bigger the better, since we're gonna have to transfer the gems. Also, I forgot we need a box like this. Let me just go back. Just use the terminal again. Choose containers and buy a 2 SEU box. This is very important since your rock eventually will get full and you will have to transfer the gems to this so that you can store everything. Now that we have everything, let's go load our rock onto our ship. First, we need to spawn our rock here, right? I'm just going to remove it from the platform so that we can spawn our ship and drive our rock onto our ship eventually. Let me just get it out of here. I just use my regular tractor beam to do this, but you can use the max if you want to. I just do this because it's way more convenient than getting in and out usually. So just throw it here usually, and then we should be good to go to spawn our ship. There we go, just put it down. Now we can spawn our Cutlass Black. While our Cutlass Black is spawning, we can get our other box. We can send up the freight elevator here. Just send the freight elevator down, take our box, put it on the elevator and send it up. Now we can just grab our box and head over to our Cutlass Black and put it on. We will need this to transfer the gems. It also makes it easier to store it once you have it, since you can just take the box, throw it on there, and you're all good to go after mining. Let's open up this, pick it up. Usually what I like to do, I like to put it right there in the middle. And then we can go get our rock. Okay, we're inside our rock. Before we do anything, make sure you press M just to see if your laser will work. Just shoot a couple of times. And if it works, you're all good to go. Press M again. And then we can load our rock onto our Cutlass Black. Okay, we managed to get onto our ship here. I like to leave a gap there so that I can move about. But sometimes your rock will clip into the little box. No problem, just make sure to turn off your engines. And we should be able to get out and go mine. You can see it will shift around, but at least we have some space here to move. Sometimes the wheels will clip into this. But let me show you where you can mine. The best places to mine is 3 locations that you can choose from. If I open up my map here, we can go with Aberdeen, which used to be one of the best locations to mine. But at the moment, we can't really mine here since we do not have access to suits that will provide us with heat protection, right? So it's very difficult to mine here. I have done it before without a suit, and you can still mine here, but it's very difficult and dangerous. You might pass out or die since the planet is so hot. The other location is a location also in Stanton, but it is definitely not as good. You can also mine at Daymar. We are looking for a Hedanite, right? All those nodes. So here you can still find Hedanite, but it's 50-50. It's split between Hedanite and another ore you can find. So it's 50-50. It's not as good. The other location is in Pyro. So here is the other location that's in Pyro. It's Pyro 4. So IV, Pyro 4. This location will mostly spawn Hedanite on the planet. And this is the location that I would recommend you go mine. Since it's not too hot, not too cold, and it's already pretty decent. So this is where I'm going to mine today. You can just jump through the gate and go mine here. But I'll probably meet you right here. If you don't know how to jump, you just go to Pyro Gateway, right? You just type in Pyro Gateway, you go here and you jump. I'm pretty sure most people know how to do this by now since it's been out for quite a bit. But you just jump and then you go to Pyro 4. I'll probably meet you there at the planet. We managed to make it to Pyro 4 here. We're gonna mine on here since there's a lot of Hedanite spawns. A lot of water as well, so we need to avoid that. Plus we want to avoid the outpost from on the side where no outposts are basically located. So we're gonna head down here so that we can mine. Let's see if we can find some Hedanite. We finally made it to the ground here. I'm just gonna press V to enter scanning mode. And then I'm gonna start pressing tab to scan anything under 4K. I will be visiting since that's probably Hedanite. You do get some mining nodes here as well. You can see there's already 2K. Let's quickly visit that. Anything under 2K, 4K, you'll probably visit. These are the cows at the moment. So we can't mine those, right? They're basically hamburgers. But let's keep continuing and see if we can find anything here. A lot of cows on the mountaintops. But it's not what we want. We want to find Hedanite. So let's quickly scan. Here we go. Something popped up here under 2K. Let's see what this is. Bunch of nodes. So here's the Hedanite nodes. We just zoom in here. Quite a decent pile. Nothing too crazy, but we can definitely mine this. Let me show you how to mine. But first we need to land. Get out my landing gear. All landed. Turn off your engine so your ship doesn't float away. Then you can open up all your doors. Let's head out. My rock did tumble around a little bit. But I can just jump down the sides here and get into the front. Should be able to drive it out. We finally made it out of the ship. Before we start mining, it's probably better if I just show you the mining key bindings. You just hit escape, key bindings, advanced, and then you head over here. Where is the mining vehicle? Right here, vehicle mining. You just open this up and you can see all the key bindings. So even if this video is outdated, you can probably find the key bindings right here and see what you need to do. For example, a lot of it is Alt left click, and then power here is scroll wheel. But at the moment, I think the default is Alt scroll wheel. I just change mine usually. Increase or decrease the power. But I'll go over what to do anyways. So to enter mining mode, you just press M. You scan the rock, right? And then you can see here is your cargo, how much cargo you have. And then there's an optimizer. So if I drive back and forth, you can see the distance that I'm from the node. Make sure you're not too close, otherwise you might blow up your rock. And then you can see the mass and what it is. Now we can just click and we should send power to our laser. To increase the power, we just left alt and scroll wheel up. I put my thing at 100. Eventually, the power bar should go up until it hits the green. The bar is finally in the green. You can see it's growing now. Eventually, it will go completely full and the rock should break. So now we just need to down scroll, alt down scroll a bit, just so that we don't overheat the rock, right? Just wait for the green to fill up and our rock should explode eventually. And the gem should come out. There we go. You can see it exploded. We can just press tab now to see the gems on the ground. To enter extraction mode, we just alt left click. We can press tab again to see the nodes. We can click once. We should activate our beam. And we should be able to pick up our rocks here or the headonite. You just scoop it all up. Sometimes when the servers are slow, this takes forever to pick up. But at the moment, we're on a pretty decent server. Now we can just alt click again. Go into fracturing mode. I'm quickly going to mine all of these and then we can go sell. I already mined one full rock in my ship just so that I can show you how much we can make. But I'm going to quickly fracture all of these. This one is actually very interesting. This is a medium one. Usually I only see easy nodes. This one is medium, that's why it's taking forever. Very interesting to me. You can see the next one is easy, so it should go a lot faster. This is something I wanted to point out. And there we go. This is the last one. Now I just need to scoop up everything. Just tap right. You can see that all around me. But I'll quickly scoop up everything here. That's everything. We've got about 20 out of 80 here. Now we can load this into our little box. I already mined a whole box or a whole rock so that I can show you how much we can make with just one. Takes about an hour to fill, right? I'm just going to show you how to fill up these boxes. These store all boxes as well. Let's make sure I got some space here. I can actually get to the back. It should be enough. Enough everything. Let's get out. Might need to do a little jump here. Get onto the box. And then access the rock at the back here. We can just open. There should be about 150 split with a big backpack. So we can just split it into 150. Throw it into our thing here. If my bottles are not in the way. Throw it in there. 150 split. Now we can just put it in our box. You can see here I already mined the rest of the rock. But I just wanted to show you how to do it. And I didn't want to waste your time by constantly farming. So I just did one with you, right? Just the last one. We can fill this up as well. Let's go back to Stanton to go sell. To figure out how to sell, or at least this is how I figured it out. I use UEX. I just choose trade commodities. And then I click on headonite. Then go to sell. Here you will find all the prices. For example, this is the most decent price. R-Corp 048 here is the mining area, right? But I am not going to do this because it's not as safe, right? I rather sell at the station. So my station here is going to be one of these in Stanton, since they mostly have the same price. You also get Ruin station here that will buy it, but they buy for a bit less. So I'll rather go to Stanton to go sell. So let's go see if we can sell some of these things. Because I jumped to Pyro 4 here, I need to fill up my ship. I do not have enough fuel. Go to the gateway. I'm just going to go to Gaslight Station. It's pretty close here, right? You can just go there and refuel. Or land it. Now let's repair F1. Landing gear. We can just refuel here. Sometimes if it doesn't want to refuel, just press on your wallet and go back and you should see processing. But just jump between them, right? Because you're going to need the fuel. There we go, all refueled. We can head over to the gateway. We can just type in Stanton gateway here and make our way back. It's quite a jump, but let's see if we can make it over. Stanton. Finally made it to Stanton gateway here. I'm just gonna refuel. My QT fuel is 41%, I believe. So we need to refuel twice in visiting the area. Refueling cost about 2,600. So we already refueled twice. So not the best. But let's get to Stanton. Here we're spooling. Tuning complete. Now we just need to activate the gate here. Usually I just keep clicking until I shoot the beam. And then it should open. Now we can go. And here we go. We're near the end here. We managed to make it out. Now all that we need to do is find a station. The main station so that we can go sell. To sell, I'm just going to head over to R-Corp and then by Genie Point. This is where I'm going to sell just because it's the closest to the Pyro Gateway, right? And it's to land here at Genie Point. Let me take out the box from the ship, put it on the cargo elevator. Here's our little box. Now we're just going to throw it onto the cargo elevator here. Then make sure we store the gems inside of the inventory. Just throw it on here. Here we go. Send it down. Now I'm just going to drag my box to the left here. Double click it. And then I can throw my gems into the inventory here. All my gems are on the right hand side now. Now I can just click this panel right here. Put my box back and this should be good enough. We should be able to sell. But if you can't sell, drag all your gems onto this elevator. Send them up and send it down. That's a workaround. But let's see first if we can sell since we might crash if we do this, right? Who knows because it's so many gems. But let's go see if we can go to the admin's office. To find the admin's office, you can see there is the spaceport. And we just need to head over to these orange elevators here to the Galleria. We just use elevator and choose Galleria. And it should be up the steps. Let's quickly see. You go up the steps. And then here should be the terminals where we can sell most of our things. Just use, let's choose our inventory here, Beijing Point. Here's our Hedanite. This is 1 ECU, so we get 200,000 or 500. But I think we can sell multiple times. So this is 200,000. Confirm. And then we can sell again, which is 200,000 again thereabout. And yeah, that's that we can actually sell a little bit more. So 7 more. Press sell. That's about 400,000 just for mining with our little rock. I think it took about 2 hours. So it's not the best probably, but it's pretty decent income when you're new. But hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to watch more videos like these, then you can watch these 2 videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.